Education. Why is it that your parents got taught the same way in school that your kids are getting taught? Well, think of how much everything is advanced. But like, I mean, like I was in school, what, I'm 27, 9 years ago. Like, I mean, a teacher would just stand there, read out of a book, write on a whiteboard wall. I mean, like, look at Mark Rober's videos. Look at all this amazing educational content where you learn such great or like such complex topics in like 20 minutes, and it's really engaging and fun, and you retain it. And like, look at what we subject our kids to, just like listening to a teacher read out of a book in the most boring way imaginable. Like, just because that's what our people, our parents did, doesn't mean that's what we need to subject ourselves to. It makes no sense to me. I think education should be reformed dramatically. Like, I graduated from school thinking books suck and books are boring and I never read a book. But in reality, they were just giving me books that I hate. And I loved actually listening to audiobooks. I love The Goal, and I loved Walter Isaacson's biography on Steve Jobs and Elon Musk and blah, blah. But like, the problem is just every book they gave me in school was terrible. And I'm also a very visual learner, and I retain information at least 3 times more effectively when I see a visual of it as opposed to just like hearing it or whatever. And so it's like, for just a lot of kids, I don't know. I just think education is just silly. Like, it's stupid. Like, and with how much time they spend in it. Like, if you actually had like real courses, like, made through videos, and we actually made things more hands-on, and we just like actually optimize these things with modern technology, like they could probably learn things in way less than 8 hours a day. I mean, you could probably learn more knowledge in like 5 hours a day and give so much freedom back to kids in their youth to do things, Yeah. School trained me to think I hated learning, but no, I just hated their methods. And so there's just so much more engaging, better ways of going about it.
This guy is the #1 guy on Amazon. He's an entitled, shallow moron. He actually says, Jake, how much more advanced. We're advanced much more than we were 10 or 20 or 50 years. We're not moving forward in terms of education. We're moving backwards. And what you're talking about there, pal, has nothing to do with advanced learning. You're dumbing it down. He actually said, we're given boring books. Yeah, any book that has serious content is boring to you. And then did you hear him say that he listens to them? He doesn't read them. This is what he calls advanced education. It's just whining. It's childish.
Look, I don't have a problem with innovativeness in the classroom, but sometimes you don't have to reinvent the fundamental wheels of education, the basics of education. A pedantic understanding of how to get across, truth, knowledge, beauty, critical thinking can be established that way, and that hasn't changed since Aristotle. So you can have all the bells and whistles, but many times the bells and whistles are vacuous.
And Jake, how many teachers are actually over the last 15 years are standing there reading from a book? Nobody does that. I wish some of them did. They'd get better education if they were hearing what somebody in a book was talking about than the teachers nattering on about their own political worldviews.